Looking at number 15, we have a picture of a cylinder with a radius and a height. The formula for the volume of the right circular cylinder shown is V equals pi r squared h. If the radius r equals 2b and the height h equals 5b plus 3, what is the volume of the cylinder in terms of V? So they gave me a volume formula, and they told me what R is, and they told me what H is. So I'm going to take each of those things and plug them into my volume formula and see what I get. I'll have to do some multiplying, distributing, exponent stuff, but it's not too bad. So we've got V equals, I have the formula pi r squared H written here. So I'm going to write down my r squared will go here, and my h will go here. So this is still v equals pi r squared h. I'm just going to fill in what they told me r and h are equal to. So I'm going to fill in my 2b here, and I'll fill in my 5b plus 3 here. I do have to evaluate this exponent, so I've got 2b squared. That would be 2b times 2b, which is 4b squared. So V equals pi 4b squared multiplied by 5b plus 3. Now I'll have to do some distributing, so I'll have to take this entire pi 4b squared, and I'm going to have to multiply it here times the 5b, and multiply it here times the 3, and we'll see what we get. So V equals, I'm going to do pi 4b squared times 5b. I am going to do this a little bit at a time. I can do the 4 times the 5. That gives me 20. We have a pi here in the mix, so I'm just going to go ahead and write that down. As long as I write it down right next to it with no plus or minus signs, that's multiplication. And then we have b squared times b. That's going to make b cubed, or b to the power of 3. And then we have our plus sign. Now we've got pi 4b squared times 3, so I'll do the 4 times 3, which gives me 12. We still have our pi in the mix. That b squared is still being multiplied. I can't combine it with any other b's like I did before, so that's just going to be b squared. So we're left with 20 pi b cubed plus 12 pi b squared. 20 pi b cubed plus 12 pi b squared. That is our answer choice here, part B. Even if you ended up mixing things the other way around, if you'd written your pi first, or put your b cubed in the middle, or put your 12 last, whenever you're multiplying things, the order doesn't matter. So the 20 pi and the b cubed could be in any order, and it's all the same thing. Same thing with the 12, the pi, and the b squared. That could be in any order, as long as it's all written right next to each other with multiplication. It's all the same thing. So what you get might look a little bit different than the answer choice if you had, say, 20 b cubed pi, but that is the same thing because it's all being multiplied. So answer choice B is what we want.